So, good evening everyone and welcome to World Championship Series Austrian Grand Prix. Like you can see, we have 10 minutes before we start. And here on the background we will have a pre-race interview today in tests. We have Nolla Femma or new Ozone Nolla. Then we have Lil Salmon incoming Super Soups and Night Hunter here in the box. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Hello. Hello.
And let's start our discussion. Let's start from Night Hunter. So, this same question is coming for everyone, so listen to the question. Is Austria a strong track for you? And let's start with Night Hunter.
For me, Austria is definitely not my strongest track, but I suppose I do enjoy the track, so I'm not. It's not my best track, but I do definitely enjoy it. It's quite flowing, so.
Yeah. Do you have any clearly better sector than others? For example, is sector one better than you than the others, or is there any sector which is clearly better than the others?
Quite good at sector 1, yeah.
Yeah.
But sector 2 I'm okay, and sector 3 I'm quite good at as well, so.
Yeah. And then we have the same question for Ozone Nolla. Do you have any better tracks, the better sections in Austria, and is the Austria itself good track for you, strong track for you?
Not anymore. I practice it too much and now it's a piece of shit. I hate it more than Bahrain, so hopefully I die.
That's a very good starting place, and that's a very good place to start with. But do you have any better areas in Austria than the others?
Maybe end of sector 2 and start on sector 3. Maybe that is pretty good, but everything else is now piece of shit, and yeah.
And then the same for Super Soups, so currently Salmon. So, is Austria a strong track for you, and is there any better areas?
No, it's my favorite track. Well, I am very strong on it's
So, you are
first
strong where?
sector, the last sector.
Last sector
Yes.
the same.
Yeah. So, the last sector is quite flat out, so there's not much needed to take off. The final corner maybe, but the other places of the track, they are kind of flat. So, there's not much need to take off. And the first sector, the first corner is very critical for the lap.
Yeah.
So, if the first corner goes fucked, your
Then-
whole lap is fucked. So,
Yeah, completely fucked.
In turn 1, you can gain anywhere between 3/10 and you can lose 3/10. There's about 6/10 worth of pace in turn 1 alone.
yeah.
There's over half a second in turn 1, so it's very important.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say? Or do we end this interview here and move on to the race?
I just hope I don't run into the back of anyone because in the pits, because the pit lane's kind of shitty in Austria.
Yeah. So, if no one has anything to add here, I'm going to end this interview. Thanks for you three, and good luck for the race, and post-race interview also available after the race.
Thanks.
On the VCS side, we will continue very shortly when we begin the stream officially in 5 minutes. So, good evening officially and welcome to the Austrian Grand Prix of World Championship Series. And very shortly we are getting ready in Austria for F1 action this time, and the qualifying has now officially started, but let's check the standings before we move on. So, Gaming YouTube is leading the championship by 21 points, then there's Womble 21 behind, and I need to check the wins, is it correct? 5, 7, 8, yes, so this is the nearest possible standings. Salmon Pike doesn't have 3 penalty points, he has 10 points already, so he's serving a race ban today, and he has also 2 quali bans to serve. But we are ready in Austria to start off this qualifying. And full lobby today, and 20 drivers, from which 6 are F2 drivers, or 5 or 6 F2 drivers, and the remainder are F1 drivers. So our F2 drivers today, Mr. Schumacher, Diariafas, he got place on Racing Point officially, so Simon Pike is now reserve driver. He reserved so many penalties that the stewards decided to take his seat away yesterday, and Diariafas, by good behavior and helping us admins to solve the case, he received an official seat on Racing Point. Raikkonen also F2 driver, at least for now. Eller Gaming T is old Gaming YouTube, who is leading the championship. Puhkuli is also F2 driver racing here today. And Osone Zero, also new driver in this league. Geoming and Wee Conrad are also drivers who come from F2. So, first laps getting underway. Let's check the tire. There is light cloud in both sessions, at least at the start. Let's see, is there rain in F1 like we had in F2 yesterday, or not yesterday, on Friday. There was rain in the qualifying even though it was light rain at the start, so at least a lot of drivers already out there, so I'm expecting there is a minor chance for the rain, and the drivers hate getting the rain down, so let's see what's gonna happen today in the qualifying. And it's also 50% race this time, so it's one full long race. Not like F2, there's no break in the middle, there's only one 50% race. And also Nolla Femma has also done quite well. Now there's Tompa or Ebro, they're both Renaults actually off the track, so something happening there at the back. And now Nolla Femma sending his lap to the finish, and he goes professional second place, 1:06.8 on the medium, so Ferrari goes 5:3 with the softs. And now there's Ferrari of Night Hunter slowing down. Oh, it's Dean Gamer who is slowing down with his Ferrari. And Alfa Romeo coming across the line, it must be Womble. Yes, Womble starting his lap, so many drivers on the mediums actually, so maybe there's rain in the race. Puhkuli going second fastest at the moment, when Gaving puts 1:46 on the table right away. So we are going already nearly quicker than expected to beat the professional pole time. We are expecting 1:4.5 to be pole position, but let's see what happens. Already first shot, and we have 1:46 on the board. And there are many drivers slowing down at the moment. It must be Jaffas. Yes, it is Jaffas. Racing Point, another going across the line here. It's also Nolla again, and improving. Mercedes off. Gaving in the final corners, but not accomplishing the lap. Night Hunter from the final corner, he was also in the interview minutes ago, and he puts 1:46 on the table, 34 milliseconds quicker than Gavin at this time. There's Schumacher, must be Schumacher in the final corner. No, it's not, so it was the other Haas. Very hard to say which one it is when there's two drivers in the same team. We Conrad F2 driver starting his lap now, with McLaren following, so it's Bergai coming to the final corners. He's going to the pits. How's the Haas of Schumacher? He's on a quick lap. On a flyer. away from the final corner, coming very well, getting his lap there. 2 seconds off on the softs. It looked good, but it was not. And now there's Dean Gamer in the final corner. Looks like with broken front wing. Yeah, I didn't see incorrectly. I saw correct. And then there's Night Hunter. Yeah, coming to the pits. Another Haas. It's Jokke, who has made his way from the cottage to the race. I even didn't realize that Jokke. I was looking at Jokke is not here, but he is there. So he's fourth quickest by the time. 6/10 off and coming to the pits. Another Renault of Tompa is staying out. He had outlap, but he tries again on that soft. Rumble cross the line, goes 14th fastest, and Conrad goes 12th fastest, so Rumble is just getting touched at the track. And E-Pro currently in the last place, not set the lap yet, but we'll set it shortly. Now he will start the lap. And then there's Haas of Schumacher. Cross the line, doesn't improve. Or improves, but it's not enough to get positions. Then there's Pihkanen in 9th place. Also preparing for the lap. And then there's Renault after that, so it must be Tompa. Because he was in front of the Renaults. There goes Pihkanen. Very unlucky last week in France in the heavy rain race. Or the light rain race. He spun even before the first corner, but it was not his fault. It was a racing incident by the decision of the studs. There is no clouds yet, so I'm not expecting the rain to come down shortly. Conrad dropping down 14th. Vompel goes 4th and Conrad goes 12th. And now there's another McLaren. It's Bergai in the final corners. And then there's Raikkonen behind. Raikkonen was also on outlap. Haas off Schumacher again. This time improving a lot. 6/10 going 14th fastest. Ozone starting a new lap. Pihkanen nearly finishing his lap. Not close yet. Jaffas stays 9th. Zero starts new lap. Gavin starts new lap, and then there was Pihkanen. Pihkanen coming across the line. Pihkanen goes fastest at this time, 1:04.5, exactly the time we were looking to be professional pole. Let's see, does it stay or does it change? 1:40 exactly. Bergai is there on the gravel trap. And then there's Fairley in the final corner. He stays 7th. Williams of Raikkonen. He's having a lap. He's improving at this time. Can he finish it? The F2 driver. Cross the line. He goes 9th fastest here. 9/10 away. Oh, there's crash between Ferrari and another car. So it must be Night Hunter spinning at least. And now getting this and next lap invalidated. So there's no point of driving the lap till the end. Ozone going across the line, he goes 5th fastest, so that's quite good lap from an F2 driver. Gavin improves to 2nd place, not under 4.5s, staying still. Jokke in the final corner starting to improve. Let's check the fitted tires. Yeah, everyone is on the softs like we expected, so the strategy A is going to be happening today. Dean Gamer goes 6th fastest, that's a good lap. So this very tight from P1 to P13 is very tight there, so I'm quite happy with that. Porto Rosso's in top 5, from which Puhkuli is the later one. Oh, going very deep with the limits. That's not the quickest way to go through. Puhkuli goes... That was an invalidated lap, I guess, because it was under 1.4, under 1.5s, but not count. Raikkonen is in the pits. Bergai and Sippala still without a lap time, so they must send it shortly. Gavin to the pits. And now there's Jokke, next driver, who is possible to come across the line. Nearly flat out the final corner, not in the game, but in the career mode it would go, but not in with the default cars. Here goes Jokke across the line, goes fastest 1:4.4, and that's the expected time broken. 1:44 with soft tires, 88 milliseconds to Pihkanen, so as we can see it's very tight from first place to P13, and then there's a little jump to the next drivers. Renault of Tompa, they are both on outlap. And there's the Rosso of Puhkuli coming to the pits. 7.5 minutes to go here in this qualifying. Wyoming, he's on a lap. Nope, he's not on a lap, I take that back. Wombles is on an outlap. E-Pro is starting his new lap, he's 10 seconds behind, so he doesn't have a lap yet. Also Nolla also on outlap, not a good lap yet. So we are expecting to see those times very shortly. McLaren of Bear Guy into the final corner, and then the Red Bull of Sippala also to the final corner, so. And then that's another Haas, so it's Jokke, if I can find him, he's in the lead coming to the pits. And the Red Bull, it's Pihkanen also, he's on outlap, so he's trying again. 1/10 to pole position at the moment. Yeah, contract F2 driver there in the comments. I have forgot to check these completely, but I checked these while I checked the qualifying. Conrad best lap is 1:02. Oh, that must be with regular. There's no chance. I have got with realistic Williams 1:43. So I have never seen a lap 1:2 without cutting the track. So Forza Conrad, yeah, everyone is on Conrad's side here. Now there's Alfa Romeo. Womble goes fastest 1:4.2. So now we are getting into hot laps. Like I said, E-Pro finishing his lap, now getting a good lap, 13th fastest, also Jaffas. Now there's very tight from P1 to P16. And then there's a little jump. Berkay crossed the line, he goes 8th fastest, so now nearly every driver is within 1.3 seconds here. Fairly starting his lap now. And now there's Pihkanen, cross the line. Pihkanen, yeah, now they're coming and cross the line. No improvement there. Ozone starting his new lap. Dean Gamer starting new lap. Tompa is on a quick one. Nope. He was not. Raikkonen on an outlap, so people on their outlaps now. 5 laps to go. Mercedes, it must be Lil Salmon because Kevin is in the pits. And then Womble following. Coming to the pits. They're all coming to the pits, so. But Night Hunter is staying out. Oh, very wide, but game is allowing. Out of ERS. Very close. He said he's bad, but he is not, to be honest. Fairly also staying out. Fairly is there, 12th fastest at this time. Out of ERS, they have used it all on the lap. 11th fastest, exactly 1 second off. So every driver who has a lap are very close to each other from P1 to 19. Very close, and then Sippala without the time yet, so Sippala in a little bit of trouble. Gaming from outlap. Hope every driver can get a lap within 1.5 seconds, it would be very good to have the whole grid. This has been one of the best qualifying gap-wise this season. And Raikkonen goes, but no improvement. Lil Salmon, let's see, can he improve? Car sliding a little bit through the final corner. And Lil Salmon cross the line, that's a good looking lap, and he goes 8th fastest at this time. And Dean Gamer is slowing in Night Hunter into the pits, fairly into the pits. And gaming to the pits maybe. So Puhkuli is the next driver who is actually on a lap. So we can follow him all the way through the checkered flag. But as we can see, very tight in this grid. Like Womble 4-2, then there's 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5. And Fairly already retiring from the session. He has no new tires and no time to complete another lap. So first retirement by retiring actually from the session, not crashing. So. And there goes Puhkuli. The whole lap was looking good, but he stays. Gaving starting lap. Bumble in the pits. Conrad starting new lap. Racing point off. Also, nope, it's Jaffas starting his lap. But also Ozone starting his new lap. Here very shortly. Last shots, I say. In this qualifying. E-Pro into the final corners. Matty Driver still in the pits. 2.5 minutes to go. F1 is getting really competitive right now. Yes, the zeros. DRS is broken. That's never a good sign. That's never a good sign. Oh, there's a fire alarm going on at the background. Hopefully that does not disturb you. There's something badly wrong in the kitchen. Yep, now it stopped. Sorry for that. Red Bull of Sippala getting ready. There's lots of drivers getting actually ready, so there's no point to spectate. This driver has a lap to go. He's taking off and now going again. Who's the first driver to actually finish his lap here? I'm trying to figure out. Maybe Puhkuli. No, it was Ozone. Jaffas. Oh, no chance. And then goes Ozone. Old Nolafema. He goes 8th fastest. Fairly not on a lap per guy there. Tompa going way off. E-Pro into the pits. Has off. Jokke Gamer maybe. Yes. No. Another has of Schumacher there. Gene Gamer and Night Hunter both on their out laps. Starting their laps now. Pihkanen into the final corners, pushing hard. To the final corner. Take off. Yeah, something has burned here in my house. Smells like something has burned. Doesn't taste very good, so now I know what fire alarm went on. Gavin goes second, third fastest, so drops down a little bit. Drops Pihkanen down a little bit. Conrad 1.4 seconds to the lead. Sippala getting a lap, so every driver within 1.6 seconds. Every driver within 1.6 seconds, so it's getting really competitive right now. My sister was there to disturb me. Their guy stays 12th. Jokke, can he challenge on pole? Schumacher goes 5th fastest. That was an excellent lap by Schumacher. And Sippala retiring. Night Hunter off from the final corner. Cross the line, stays 6th fastest. And now there's Pihkanen very close to take the pole. Cross the line, Pihkanen stays 4th fastest. Wyoming last place coming there, but still there's Raikkonen across the line, no improvement. Oh, so it's Rio. And across the line, Jaffas having some internet troubles. That's the end of his session. Womble off from the final corner. Can he still improve his time? Yes, he can. 1:4.20. And that's starting to look quite good. But still, Jokke is there. He can improve. He goes. He doesn't improve. So he stays in his position. Berkay, that's invalidated. So that's the end of this qualifying session here. Womble takes the pole position. There's still Schumacher, but he's on his outlap. So Womble takes the pole position in today's Austrian Grand Prix qualifying. That was really competitive and tight qualifying session. There's nothing to say about it. Once again, my YouTube on phone has crashed. I don't know why it keeps crashing all the time. So, qualifying's over now, and waiting for those few drivers to finish off their session. Let's check the list. Yeah, Schumacher in the pit lane. Oh! Jokke has crashed in the middle of nowhere, but Schumacher in the pits should retire automatically. Yes, it does. I wonder if there's will be as many crashes as there was in F2 race. I don't think. F1 is quite competitive at the moment, so I'm not expecting heavy crashes in this series. Hopefully we don't get one. Wumble 142. Only 4 drivers breaking our expectations. And also Schumacher very close to it, and Night Hunter, so there's very tight. Every driver within 1.6 seconds here in this qualifying. Shortly we will go in Austria. And so now we are getting ready for the race today. So there are the race strategy options for today's race. So strategy A is the thing we are expecting. So softs, lap 9 or 10 to the hards and 10 to the finish. So we are not expecting much. And hopefully the starting lights are not as badly broken as they were in the F2. So hope they are not broken once the final car settles in. Now it was not broken, so we are getting ready to go. And the lights are out and we are underway in Austria. Wumble gets away well. Let's take these back. Very clean. Oh, there's Williams. There's Night Hunter spun around right from the get-go. So not going very well. They're in the middle. There's lots happening. Many cars side by side. Oh, there's contact between Nola and Dean Gamer. Night Hunter spun. Oh, there goes Bear Guy. He's round. And there got to be a safety car from the start. No, there is not yet. Let's see, will there be? No, there is no safety car at this time. There was no safety car from this time, so No safety cars yet. But let's remember, the race is only at the start, so everything can happen. Raikkonen around the outside from Lil Salman. Oh, there's contact. Luckily they stay without any bigger drama. Bear Guy and Night Hunter spinning already after lap 1, so very clean start actually. That was, we can say that was a clean start. And also first driver already with 3 warnings here. So, oh, turning straight into the way of Sippala, and Sippala gets by. Now there's someone off the track badly, dirt going off. Jaffa's running wide. Tompa around the outside, what a move. But fairly still on the inside. It's not over yet. Do not call it over yet. And Tompa pushes down the inside and gets by. What a start we had in our hands. At this point, let's see the start again. And there's the start. Once more to be looked at. Schumacher has spun there at the background. But that's not a big issue. Jaffas has pitted. Sippala is trying to get by Dean Gamer on the background. And also the DRS is now enabled because we are on lap 3. Sector 2 yellow flag. Sippala down the inside of Dean Gamer. Dean Gamer side by side with Sippala. And Dean Gamer stays in front. Jokke 3 seconds already, so that didn't take long. And Gompo's heading the fastest lap. People going very wide in the final corner, so Sippala taking the slipstream all the way till the end. Many people cutting the first corner, so not surprised. There's a lot of penalties. Now Sippala has a chance. Around the outside looking, going wide, like Verstappen and Leclerc. Raikkonen also overtaking Kuhkulit in there. Ebro and fairly battling at the back. It's also Gaving and Jokke in the lead. Also battling, but we have our battle here right now. Very clean between Salman and Ebro. Very clean start to this point, all 20 drivers here to go, and Berkay overtakes Jaffas at the back. Let's check the lead. Gavin and Jokke, the championship contenders, battling here for the race win. Jokke is 21 points behind Gavin in the standings right now, so he needs points now, or the gap might be too big when we go to the end of the season. Jokke cutting the track very aggressively, so I'm not surprised he's getting penalties all the time. Or not all the time, but so early in the race. Dean Gamer also 3 seconds, and now trying to switch back. Yes, trying to switch back, actually quite well working, but the exit of the turn wasn't so good. So, but he has a trust on ERS. And Gavin gets passed by Jokke. Maybe, oh, they touch. That was close. Pihkanen gets the position. And Gavin drops the P4 after a little mistake. That was completely Gavin's little mistake, so no penalty needed, but that was clearly Gavin's fault, so he was a bit too hungry. Going down the inside and he nearly spun. Luckily no spin. But luckily he stayed on the track, so no more drama. Is this going to be another Canadian Grand Prix without the safety cars? There's still 30 laps to go, but is this going to be another no safety car race? We have 13 spectators here on YouTube, so You have to commentate. You have the comment box. You can always predict the race. Is there going to be any safety car periods, virtual or physical safety car? Is there going to be any safety car periods today? Well, Puhkuli is trying to overtake Raikkonen. And actually, if you spot Williams or Toro Rosso on the track, it means automatically it's an F2 driver. So we have booked Toro Rosso and Williams cars for F2 drivers, so that's the easy way to spot an F2 driver on track. And Puhkuli around the outside, but there's Raikkonen still on the inside, so no overtake from here. Vergai getting another penalty. That is still the closest battle we have on the track. And lap 9 was the lap when we expect people to come to the pits. So Lil Salmon getting a penalty. Rumble has been now strong. He's now up to P3 in the standings. If he can get these points step by step at the end of the season, he might be strong at the front. And now Puhkuli has a chance to overtake on the straight, and he will go easily by of Raikkonen. And Raikkonen will take the DRS for this another straight. Can he reclaim the position, or does he need to stay behind for one more lap at least? Here goes with the DRS, with ERS on overtake. Puhkuli, great braking, blocking the inside cleanly, and that's the position for him. Now Nolla is also very close to Dean Gamer. Ooh, do they touch, or is this internet? I think this is internet because... oh, this must be internet issue. Yep, this must be internet issue. They are not colliding in reality, it's just lagging. Luckily lagging, but not having that co-18 thing. You Becky 18, you know. Not gonna say that here. Now Raikkonen is again close to Puhkuli, this time down the inside of turn 1, maybe not the best choice, but still going for it and making the overtake count. But now Puhkuli has the DRS for this another straight, so... and Pihkanen overtaking Jokke in the lead. This race has been full of action, positive side, on the positive eye. Oh, they touch a little bit, so Jokke turned on the way a little. And now Nolla down the inside at the same corner, this time without lacking contact. Ooh, that was close for Dean to lose it, so he was very close, very close to lose it. What will it take for an F2 driver to get in the F1? We had a question that 4 quickest F2 drivers, they always have space there. So 4 quickest saying yes F2 drivers. So if you say yes in the chat and you are in one of the quickest, you will receive an invite to the F1 race. And now we have Gavin in the pits. We will lose 20 seconds in Austria in normal conditions in the pit lane. Gavin dropping far back in this order, down to P15, 16 at least, yeah, P16, so. And now Raikkonen overtaking Puhkuli again. These F2 drivers are the pair in F1. They are battling all the time and keeping the streams and content. ePro also very close to Lil Salmon, having... no, they both have DRS because ePro has DRS from Lil Salmon in front. And Gaioming is also trying. Puhkuli and Raikkonen still battling. So... side by side through this long left-hander, and Puhkuli stays in front here. At this time, let's check the replay a couple laps behind. Lap 6, so 3 laps earlier. This nice little battle. Puhkuli around the outside, that very good try, but can't convert. And also at the same time, Jokke in the pit lane. Let's check the tires. Mediums until the end. That's a big try, because everyone else is on the hards. And now Jokke is on the mediums, so that's a aggressive strategy. And Jokke has to give position for Conrad, maybe. They are battling for it. Jokke can get the position, so he stays in front, also giving a battle with Schumacher. Schumacher is actually quite good racer. He's in F2 because he just started in the league, so that's why. He's a potential driver to F1 in the future, but we can have only 16 drivers in F1 because 4 seats are booked for F2 drivers to show their pace in F1 before they're getting a main seat. Dean Cameron have spun, and Sippala getting penalty. You're giving her the contract now. But that is very aggressive strategy. Womble and those guys are maybe waiting for safety car. We have no retirements yet in this race. We have done 11 laps and still all 20 drivers in the race. So this has been quite clean race so far, and we stewards like it, the drivers like it, everyone likes it when the race is clean, and Gavin overtakes Conrad after his mistake, so... That's a bad mistake for Conrad. Losing places, and now E-Pro close to Lil Salmon. Lil Salmon having E-Pro having DRS on Lil Salmon down the inside, and that's a great overtake, but around the outside Salmon keeps his position. That way he secures 10th place. Now Pihkanen and Womble both in the pit lane. Let's see. They are both stopping at the same time, so Womble taking the hards, Pihkanen taking the mediums, so this is the strategy play we are playing here. Womble now leaving the pits. Where he will go? He will go down to 7th place. Pihkanen drops a far back because there are many drivers battling for positions. Also Jokke including Puhkuli getting fastest lap at the moment. Conrad in the pits. Oh, double stack for Alfa Romeo, so this is eating time for Conrad. Conrad also for the mediums. And now Jokke overtaking E-Pro here, so... No safety cars yet in this race. 12 laps has been done. And a lot of battles going at the same time here. People are in one place due to pit stops. So... And Tompa overtaking their guy at the back. But this is the battle. Jokke behind, Lil Salmon here stuck. I'm not quite sure can those guys make it in, or are these drivers depending on the safety car. Their strategy is completely from ours if the safety car does not come in this race. I think Jokke might be depending on the safety car, and then if the safety car comes he makes a decision do he pit or not again. At the moment he will lose a lot of time if the safety car comes now. But... yeah, maybe later on. Dean Gamer on the hard compound. I think same for Sippala. Pihkanen had to cut the first con to gain that position, but it's okay. He didn't overtake by cutting. He just gave himself more space by cutting the track. Also getting a warning, but he was not forced to cut, so that's okay. And now Pihkanen overtaking Lil Salmon here, so a couple of good overtakes. Here. Relook a few laps back with the spin, or not kind of spin, with Conrad and gaining the position that way. A relook for that. Conrad, they're making a mistake running wide and claiming the position that way. So that was maybe the easiest overtake for Gavin in this race. And Womble overtaking Raikkonen because Raikkonen is coming to the pits. That's a penalty for Raikkonen, he didn't knew that there was a line. So 5-second penalty for him. Fairly into the pits. Which tires? These drivers made 14 laps and I was expecting 9. And these tires are taking the hards. So once again I'm outplayed with the strategies. Schumacher takes the hards. For his Haas, and he goes. Raikkonen hards, everyone's on the hards. At least I had the correct tire compounds, but the lap to pit was incorrect. Gavin stopped on lap 10, so... he was the closest driver you'd expect. and Ozone dropping for Ozone 0. So these Ozone League drivers are now battling on the track. They are not stopped. They're stopped missing from 0, Nolla Femma, Silly Salmon, E-Pro and Guyoming. They haven't stopped yet. Everyone else have served the pit stop to this time. And he's trying to come. They're both into the pit lane at the same on the same lap. So let's see what happens here. Oh, they touch. If there's a penalty, it will get repeated. Bumble fastest lap on the hards, but let's see tire choices of these guys. I call hards. There's medium for Nolla Femma and medium for 0, so they are so far in the race that they can go till the end from this place. Guyoming to the pits also, final driver to come to the pits, and Night Hunter has made first overtake of this race after the spin at the start. Hard for mediums until the end of the race. And Diariafas dropping down to last, just reserving a seat. It's okay, he reserved the seat as a gift, so we are not expecting him to be quick as hell. We are just expecting him to be in the races and have fun with our league. Puhkuli down the inside of Little Salmon, gaining position up to P6. These F2 drivers are in fire here at the moment, so Puhkuli the quickest F2 driver at the moment. And Fairly battling for position with Raikkonen. Fairly has practiced for this race so hard. Now there's 20 laps to go and he's so far back, so... Oh, there's better guy in the barriers. Maybe some minor contract there. And that was safe return. No need to stress. Salmon and E-Pro into the pits. Both getting a penalty, both speeding in the pit lane. Lil Salmon taking the mediums and E-Pro. Same call with Renault, the medium tires, and ooh, this is going to be tight. Which one's first? Lil Salmon has jumped E-Pro in the pit lane. Oh no, he didn't. E-Pro was behind anyway, so. And now Mr. Schumacher getting a position. Oh, E-Pro get trapped behind Tompa and Guyoming, and Lil Salmon avoided that, so his stop must have been a little bit quicker. And on the grass goes Guyoming. Very wide, no chance. He has no ABS. He has ABS, we can see that. He drops a lot. And now there's also many drivers. Night Hunter getting up positions. He's already 16, and if there's safety car, everything is still possible in this race. Berka in the pits to switch the front wing. Oh, Conrad very close taking out Night Hunter, but that would have been a racing incident. He had no space at all there, so not his fault if the crash had happened. Pihkanen catching the game in. The game in YouTube. I still say game in YouTube even though he has new username. I'm still saying game in YouTube. Fairly also close to Raikkonen. With his first DRS straight, officially first. And then there's the second one after the hill. And Fairly goes by, he takes the 10th place. Jaffas speeding in the pit lane, that's quite odd penalty. He's last anyway, so it won't affect a lot. And Raikkonen trying to reclaim the position, but Tompa is here on Lil Salmon. Bad exit, no chance. And now there is Conrad spinning around, not causing a safety car, so we have no safety car race so far. Race in the halfway now, 25% race would end now, but we have the 50% race in F1 as usual, so we have just one long race. Next very close battle, it is here, so this is the closest battle on track at the moment. And Tompa very easily getting a penalty actually, so the strict is extremely strict call, shall we say. Giving penalty quite easily. The weather is staying a light cloud, so looks like no rain in the scene yet. If it gets overcast, then we can start expecting the rain to hit us at the end. At least people's going on the hard, so I'm expecting there's no rain predicted. Because the rain would be predicted if there is rain. So without the safety cars, there's no chance for the rain if it's not shown, so. These Renault drivers are both outside the points right now. Ferrari drivers are getting quite good points. Dean getting 2 points home now and Night Hunter getting none. So... Ozone getting a penalty. E-Pro getting a penalty, but he's close now. He's close now to his teammate. His teammate won't have DRS to this straight. But next straight and a strike will happen. Pihkanen is also very close, they're in the lead. And there goes E-Pro. Tompa taking the DRS to the next straight, so... Oh, the Night Hunter! Diving down the inside. Luckily he knows what he is doing. Both have DRS seats, so it's the amount of wings with equal cars. Jaffa's getting another penalty, but it's okay. Little switcheroo. On the other side. Oh, did he got forced or not? Oh, there's another contact. There's another contact for Night Hunter, so his bad luck is not ending yet. Another spin for Night Hunter. And dropping again down to P17. Hopefully no wing damage, so he would survive even without that. Raikkonen close to Fairly. Let's have a replay of that spin in a short moment. No safety cars yet, and we have done 20 laps from this race. These people are driving so cleanly at the moment that I would give an applause for them all. Of course, a couple of spins and contacts, but they are part of racing. No safety cars, think what I mean. And here Pihkanen is quite close to Gavin, but at this point, let's check the thing again. There's Night Hunter trying a little switch. But he's trying, ends up badly into the spin and onto the cross trap. Puhkuli into the pit lane, but Pihkanen is close. Pihkanen is more important here. He's getting close, First time actually getting by here in this race. Side by side. Which one has better overtake? Night Hunter now dropping to last. There's no yellow flags, and Pihkanen gets by here. So, and Gavin trying, but can't. Pihkanen staying in front, Jokki second, and Womble with another comfortable lead, 4.5 seconds. But the penalties at the end, let's remember them. Nothing is over before them. Again, Pihkanen very close, being a very unlucky person and get taken on. Of course, this time it has been a penalty for Gavin. But now Pihkanen has had maybe the best race of the season. 3rd place at this time in Austria. Oh, Gavin nearly losing it, pushing so hard. And now Bear Guy has overtaken Jaffas here at the back. Night Hunter into the pits, yeah, front wing change, so there was some front wing damage. And he has dropped to last place in this race. Gayaming is quite close to Tompa. But his racing lines are not the best possible, so not making it race easy for him. Also Jaffas with the DRS, once again quite close. Bear Guy. Fairly getting 3 seconds for multiple warnings. In the lead, Gavin is again close to Pihkanen. He's giving him the pressure. Let's check the leader at the moment. So there are the gaps to Womble at this time. So nearly half of the grid within 1 minute, half minute, 20 seconds, and the remainder over half a minute. So if Womble pitted now, he would drop to P9 or 8. So there is no chance for the pit stop. If he breaks something, it's bad. And now Gavin here, having the DRS, having only DRS. down the inside to turn 3, and easy peasy lemon squeezy maybe. Side by side caving, and Pihkanen, hopefully Pihkanen won't spin out this time. 13 laps to go in Austrian Grand Prix. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. That was quite interesting move by Pihkanen. We may need to look that from the replay soon. And now fairly going. Oh, let's hope that we can see something from better when we can re-look at the accident. And now Berkai getting overtaken by Raikkonen. One of the F2 drivers. It's always frustrating when you get overtaken by F2 driver. Especially in your own tier race, in your own F1 race. And F2 driver just comes in with the Williams and overtakes you on the straights. So it's always frustrating. And now Tompa getting a place back. And Gavin still behind. Let's check these tries and then the replay. Gavin down the inside again. New try, new look. What is Pihkanen gonna do? Around the outside he's out of ERS. Pihkanen, Gavin has a little bit more ERS. So Gavin can use overtake. Pihkanen can't. And Gavin. And Pihkanen still there, still there, still there. Can't. He's out of ERS. So Pihkanen stays behind for now. He's still there, but no chance, even though Gavin giving him some space. And now here's the replay of lap 23. So last lap, the minor contact between Gavin and Pihkanen. Let's see again what actually happened there. So I'm not too sure what happened in there, so I'm not gonna say anything here because I'm not sure what happened. Pihkanen down the inside into turn 1, but Gavin has now DRS for this another straight. No, Pihkanen has it, he was behind. But Gavin has better exit from turn 1. Gavin down the inside, this must be battle of the race today. Fight for the podium, 12 laps to go. These points are really deserved today. Who has the fastest lap actually? Womble in the lead, getting 26 points at the moment. This is the most interesting battle this day. Also fairly... Oh, there's 3 wide. Here is 3 wide moment. Battling for the points, P10 here. It's P9 in the battle here, so only one driver will drop out from the points. Raikkonen going Puhkuli, these 2 F2 drivers battling here in Austria. Hopefully we can see no retirement race, that would be amazing. No retirements in the race. That would be so amazing. To have non-retirement race in F2 after making F2. And now Gavin overtakes for P3 again. But this is the battle we need to spectate. 10 laps to go in Austria. And... Raikkonen are fairly very close. They both also have DRS, so they are just catching the Puhkuli. Trying to get a good exit. But Puhkuli has enough speed to keep the position, at least for now. And Puhkuli having to cut the track. Side by side here, very good angle for us. Spectate this battle around the outside, trying. Very long battle here. Oh, T-touch, and Raikkonen has spun around. And fairly does Raikkonen survive without front wing damage? I'm not too sure. No safety cars and no retirements yet in this race, so it has been quite a clean race. And now Pihkanen is again very close to Gavin. We will see that accident from the replay very shortly. Yeah, Raikkonen got front wing damage, he has the pit, so he's kind of out from this race. And now Pihkanen, no chance to overtake Gavin here, so let's see the replay again. What happened here? So side by side, quite far away from. Side by side, this whole thing, until it ended up in a collision. Yep, there it ends up in a collision, and it touched the barrier a little bit. So that was quite clean until that point. Oh, there's Night Hunter crashing out from this race. Somewhere. We have virtual safety car in the final corner as Night Hunter crashed. So we won't get a retirement-less race or a safety car-less race. Jaffas has left the session again because he's coasting, or maybe because he's getting lapped. So first retirement on lap 28 and also first safety car period of the race on lap 28. Guillaume into the pits. This is the time to pit. Virtual safety car is out. Make sure you don't get penalty. Only driver into the pit lane. And you will lose 12 seconds only if you pit under the virtual safety car conditions, and they are both ended, so we no longer have the safety car period. Guillaume drops down to P18, trying to get the fastest lap here. Schumacher has the closest gap in front to Fairley, so he's trying to get the points here. Let's check the tires. Very old tires for everyone about Raikkonen and Guillaume, so everyone has quite worn tires at this point, so we are not expecting good laps. Guillaume should take the pole position, or not pole position, fastest lap. Good to see clean battles that last longer than one sector, and of course contact just when I say that. Yeah, there was minor contact, maybe racing incident, we may need to look at it, but that was quite light touch, so I don't judge anyone before we take a real look at them. I'm not sure is there any penalizable contacts in this race. For sure penalizable contacts yet in this race. So this has been quite clean race. Only one retirement in 30 laps. So Night Hunter can maybe feel a little shame being the only retirement in the race if no one else retires. And now Guillaume on those softs and with DRS easily should be the fastest lap. If he just gets good lines with the corners and not cut anything. And now there's also Rumble giving these cars some speed. Luckily the coasting is on, so the blue flags and lapped cars should not take him out. Yeah, it's entertaining. I have enjoyed this commentate a lot here with 5 laps to go, and then the pre-race, post-race interview also. Mainly for top 3, but if top 3 doesn't come, then everyone can. The 3 quickest will get there. And now Schumacher is close to fairly going by, actually taking P10. It's running wide, so Fairley has a switch review. Raikkonen getting first penalty in this race. But Codemasters, we really need an option as a spectator to see in detail how many seconds of penalties people have. And giving it to the pits. Where is he going to drop? On the medium, on the softs. I'm not sure was this a good play. 5 laps to go. And he drops far behind. He drops at least the P7. He will get the fastest lap. That's a crunch read, but from P7 onwards, of course he will get a P6 and P5 easily. But is it worth? He was going to get 15 points without the fastest lap now, and now he's getting like 9 points with the fastest lap. So I'm not sure was that the most wise play this season. Give me 5-second penalty for no reason for ignoring blue flags when all of us 3 seconds behind me. Fuck this game. The penalty will be deleted if we see no reason for a penalty. So you can always send me a clip, the penalty will be taken away if that is completely unnecessary. So Every penalty you receive, you can always challenge them to the stage, and the stage will look at them and take them away if it's completely unnecessary. You never get a penalty which is unnecessary. You can always want it off, and we will take it if there's point taking it away. We will take it away. So, fairly trying to fight for the position to top 10. There's a yellow flag somewhere. There was someone spun in the first corner. It must be Dean Gamer, because he has dropped and there was in his section the yellow flags. Yeah, then I spun out. Yeah, I know you're Night Hunter. I know your name, so I can see it from the YouTube account name already that you are Night Hunter. I was just telling in general. Berka into the pits from the softs. No speeding this time. Oh, Conrad had retirement from this session. Oh, there's a big accident behind. Another virtual safety car being deployed in this race. So DRS also will be disabled during the virtual safety car period. 2 retirements in 33 laps. Hopefully Conrad had a video, because I would like to see that again. Yeah, we are just waiting for the virtual safety car to go away. Drive-through penalty from quite small thing. He will get a drive-through penalty. And DRS back to enabled, so Nolla's race is over by this strike. But you can challenge it. If it was under 1/10, you will get a penalty away, and you will your race time, the amount of time lost in the pit lane, will be deleted from your whole race time, and that way you will get the position you had after the all penalties and stuff you would had. So, for example, if you lose 20 seconds in pits for unnecessary penalty, the 20 seconds will be taken away from your race time, and that way we can see your final position after the penalty taken away. You have to serve the penalty in game, but the time lost in the game will be deleted, and that way you will claim the position back. Fairly fighting for the points. 3 laps to go. 2 virtual safety cars in this race, no safety cars. And 2 retirements, Conrad and Night Hunter. 1 F2 and 1 F1 driver out from this race. Puhkuli and Fairly are the 2 drivers fighting for the position. Of course, Nolla will drop back, so at the moment Fairly will get the position. And there's Berkai being blue flagged, Berkai taking the fastest lap at this time away from Womble. So these guys won't get the extra point because they are not in the top 10, but they will take them away from the top leaders, top drivers. And Berkai is coasting to blue flags. He should give the position back, or let these guys go even though he's on coast, because he will get a penalty. Ah, Fairly taking penalty for cutting the track. But everyone has penalties, the positions can change a lot in this race. 2 laps to go, final lap beginning very shortly. The final lap is about to start in just a couple of seconds, with Womble leading by 5.3 seconds. Final lap is underway. How many old tires do these guys have? 24, mediums 26. Gaiomi getting a penalty. Jocke getting another penalty, that's a stupid penalty. Now Pihkanen don't cut the first corner, making sure he won't cut. Also Nolla serving the penalty this lap. The drive-through penalty needed to serve. Let's see how many seconds he will lose. At least the Dean Gamer, at least the Puhkuli, at least the Schumacher, at least the Fairley. But not to Salmon, so he will drop to P11 while serving this penalty. That's close, that's close, that's close. Yes, the P11 after serving the penalty. So Womble with the comfortable lead into the final sector of the track. Womble getting a 25-point victory, 6-second gap. He should not have any penalties. I don't remember any penalties by Womble. Cross the line and winning the Austrian Grand Prix here with 6.3 seconds. Jokke crossed the line, 8.5 behind after the penalties. Pihkanen crossed the line, and Pihkanen crossed the line, Sipala crossed the line, Gavin crossed the line, he stays 5th, so Jokke climbing a couple of points here. Silo is 6th. There's still a battle, Femma trying to get the point from Fairley. Trying to get it away from Fairley. Can't do it, Fairley getting 1 point out from this race. But the penalties. Schumacher crossed the line, goes 7th fastest, goes 7th. Nolla stays 11th by a quite small margin. Top 10 is secured for this race, and that's the order. Salmon 5 seconds for unserved penalty and 10 to Reynolds. What a race we had today in our hands. And E-Pro crossed the line, and then there's Raikkonen. Raikkonen crossed the line, and that's the end of this Grand Prix. 2 retirements. No safety cars, but 2 virtual safety cars. Good race for Red Bull, yes it was. I'm on green and I could drive through. Yeah, send that clip. We will take the time you lost away if it was on green. Send it to us and we will check it. Womble winning the race. And quite cleanly actually. Getting P5 today, Jokke 2nd, so Jokke getting 8 points back in this race. So the gap between those 2 drivers should be now 13 points by my quick maths. So championship is still on. Nothing's lost yet after 9 rounds. Mick rating host. Hopefully we don't lose any material. Yeah, Schumacher only drove without a penalty today. So I'm quite happy with that. Taking the screenshots now from the results. Hopefully I got that, as I may need to take another screenshot. From the no penalty side, so I can surely have a screenshot from all needed details. That way. So the race is now over, and we will have the post-race interview on Discord very shortly. I will join the interview. Yes, I can. Yes, I have entered. What was poll time? 1.4.2. And the post-race interview is now open on Discord. 3 quickest drivers, if possible from podium, but 3 quickest drivers can now join my Discord here on the background. And let's see how long it takes for someone to join. Hello, Pihkanen is here, and let's take his audio to the stream also. Let's wait for others. And so once more, here are the results from the Austrian Grand Prix. So Womble winning the race by quite a good margin, by 8.5 seconds after all penalties. Then Pihkanen third, the best race of the season, 10.5 seconds behind, and Sipala 15.8. And very hard to say who is driver of the day actually, because it's so tight there. Maybe Sippala or Ozone Zero. Or Nolla Femma if he gets the penalty away. So one of those 3 drivers maybe. So I'm not saying anything yet. but we need to wait for others to the interview.
Yeah.
I send a message to the chat that it's open, 2 seats left. My phone is again on fire. And a few seconds and we wait. How long it take for people to join? Now Womble I think is coming. Womble is online. Yeah, Womble has joined the Discord. Welcome.
Hey.
Hi, and now we are waiting for one more from the race, and then we can officially start the post-race interview. Is it Super Chups who's coming from P12, or Rappel was not racing, Panda was not racing, so maybe Nolla Femma coming because he's online. Let's see. Fastest lap goes today for the driver at the back, so Womble won't get the fastest lap point today.
Damn it.
Yeah, damn it. The guy at the back won't get it. Won't get the point. He just stole your fastest lap, so.
Shit.
I don't know why Gaving made the second pit stop. He had 2 pit stops in the race and he dropped the P5 because of that, so that kind of gave Pihkanen P3 today. So why is no one joining?
Ask him. Tell him there's 1 seat left.
Maybe we just start with you two, and if someone joins, I will re-explain. So let's begin from you, Womble. You won the race today from first place. You had only 1 stop, and you won overall 8.5 seconds. How was your race? You had quite a comfortable race today, also, like last week.
I was doubting which tyre to go on, but it didn't matter which one I went on at the end of the day because I had really fast pace today, and I felt really good in the car. Felt really comfortable, so there's no problems whatsoever. So hopefully this run of victories can continue. And
Yeah,
hopefully come back in the title fight.
Yeah, you have just closed the gap to the lead by 15 points because Gavin is in the lead, so you have cut your way to the lead by 15 points, so it means your gap to lead should be around 45 points now after 9 rounds. So it's getting smaller and smaller day by day, and now Jokke is also 13 points away only, so the championship is getting quite interesting, so nothing is over yet. We are not even in the halfway, and now Nolla Femma has joined the post-race interview, so our session is full. And well, thanks Womble. If you have something else to say, you can say it after I have asked the 2 reminder guys. Pihkanen 3rd place today, and same question for you. Did you had any comfortable on? Were you comfortable today in the race? And how was your first P3 and first podium of the season?
Yeah, I have been very unlucky start of the season, but no, I think I can come back. I had good space to the pace,
Yeah, I saw that you had a great battle with Gavin until he pitted.
Yeah.
Were you scared for a moment that you won't win the battle, you will be P4 today?
No, I think under the virtual safety car, Gavin, I think Gavin get penalty for under the virtual safety car, so he pitted because of that. Or Cap was like 5th tenths or something, and then it was 2 seconds after virtual safety car.
Yeah. And after all that bad luck, that P3 will make good for you, for sure.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
and
fine.
let's check the standings again. So if we add 15 points to 45, you will pass Sip. You may not pass Sipla. You are just a couple of points behind, but you both get points. So much points that you will go closer to the Salmon Bike, who had a race ban today early on. And then also Nolla, professional P11, but maybe higher after the race. So Nolla, what went wrong there? You received a penalty at the end of the virtual safety car. Could you explain that moment?
Yeah, I was on green and I don't know what happened, but I sent it to you on WhatsApp to prove I was on green and I was like, what the fuck, and completely fucked my race. But it doesn't matter because it was green and I have proof. But yeah, P7. That I take that because I have big problems with speed. Car and tires works pretty good, but no speed actually, and my DRS is fucking broken. When I go to the DRS, it's taking off all the time, and I can't use DRS like all the race, and DRS just broke. Not the front, not the wing, but the DRS doesn't take. But I pressed the button a lot of times, but it doesn't take the DRS.
Yeah, so was the problem in your wheel or in the game? Where was the problem?
I think it's on the game.
Yeah. But if you take your penalty away, you will get you will very close Cap, but you will get P6 if we take your penalty away. So you would be 6th in the race. So that it fairly will drop out from the points, and Dean Gamer would be last point position. But let's look at the proof later. And these are the professional results, but I will look the proof before I make the standings. Now, if Womble and Pihkanen have anything to say, you can say it now. Or also, No Life has something to say, you can say it now. You have the free word now.
That was... Sun was very bright. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
So,
Was the uphill hard with the sun? Or
it was, yeah, because I did get a 3-second time penalty because I couldn't quite see where the corner was and I accidentally jumped over the curb.
yeah, you have
got
the
a
onboard,
3-second
you have the
penalty.
cockpit camera, so that's why it's so hard. When the halo is also
Yeah, when the halo's in the way
brightening
as
the
well.
car a lot more, so you are just like one mirror where the sun is shining. So
Yeah, it was a bit tricky, but
you were a
like,
little bit blind going uphill the corner. So
yeah, so I could just see where the braking light was.
yeah. But does Pihkanen have anything to say?
No.
Nolla,
What?
do you have anything to say? Anything add on?
Piece of shit. That's all.
Yeah, I saw you were
Yeah.
you were struggling with your pace
Yeah.
today with your race. So, Joki taking the gap down, Pihkanen taking first podium of this race, Womble winning another race by domination, and Dean Gamer managing to get point, at least 1 point secured. So, after spinning and all kind of stuff. Schumacher, Zero, the best F2 driver today, getting P6 or 7 depending on Nolla's content. And maybe Zero is driver of the day because from P10 up to P6 or 7 and he's F2 driver. So maybe, or then Sippala P4 from P9. So Sippala or Zero will get the driver of the day today. So, thanks for you all three. You can now leave the Discord and we're gonna start ending our stream. So, thanks for watching this live stream today, and we will see you again next week with F2 action first in Silverstone on Friday, 5 p.m. UK, and then F1 action at the same time as today, 4 p.m. UK, and yeah. Next race, it's in April. Yeah, it's in April, so in April we will see you next time. Goodbye.